When I think about this building, I think about God's grace and His provision. And over the last 6 years, just seeing life after life changed. And really, this is what this place is. We've done a lot of life together, and I just feel very grateful to be a part of it.
I got baptized here in November 2010, and my parents said they were going to disown me for being baptized because they don't believe in God or anything. And so the best thing that God has done for me is I looked up from my baptism, and there they were sitting in the first row.
January 15, 2012 at the 7 o'clock service, my daughter Avery was baptized on a baptism Sunday. I got to read her testimony, and I actually got to be the one that dumped her. Which is something that I'll cherish to the day I die.
I love this place because this is where I first learned about who God was, His gospel, and how to really praise and worship Him. We got married.
We got married February of this year, 2012.
Here
at the 9:30.
I love Sojourn.
Action.
Okay. This is the Connect team.
What do you remember most about the building?
Worshiping?
I remember coming to know my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, my life.
Believe it or not, the 9:30 is the very first place I ever led worship.
I remember my first time at Sojourn. I'd never been in a church like this, and the music that they played that day was bluegrass, and the girl next to me was just all tattooed up, which to me that wasn't regular church, but she was so kind and friendly to me. And then I heard the word preached. They were going through the Old Testament, which I rarely ever heard in church before, and I was just struck, and I knew this was the place for me ever since then.
I got trapped in my office here and had to be rescued by a locksmith like 2 hours later.
I remember my first time at Sojourn, and when I came here, it was honestly the first time I've ever felt peace and God's peace in me.
And I actually cried in the very first service I came to. I was like, this is it. This is how worship should be. And I'll never forget that first service here.
What I remember about 930 Mary Street, my church, Sojourn Community Church, is it changed my life and saved my life.
And I brought someone to church with me today who decided he was so moved. He'd never known Christ before. And in the service, he decided he wanted to be baptized. And the last baptismal in this place.
My grandfather went to school here, and he and my family got to come witness my baptism and hear the gospel back in 2009.
In March of 2009, I was baptized in this building, and then November of 2009, I married this guy, and then we had a baby in June of 2011, and then October 2011, she was dedicated.
I remember the first time I came to Sojourn and it just feeling a lot like home.
I remember back before it was even our building yet, one of our community group members had keys to the building, and so we came over during community group night, and we came in and snuck around the building and checked it out, and we were so excited about it being ours. And then we went down in the basement and we saw those really creepy Star Wars murals on the wall, and that's when we knew that this was going to be our building. It had to be.
I love my church.
He loves his church. We were married here on
December 18th, 2010.
One of my favorite memories is the prayer and wisdom exhibit we did when the walls were just filled with all kinds of stuff, and all the people came in, and just seeing the expressions on their face to look at all this crazy artwork in our church building. That was really neat.
What do you remember about Sojourn? Say it again. Okay, awesome.
Number two, I remember Daniel's first joke in a service here because he tried it out on everybody, and it was about how the big air conditioning system in the auditorium, how that was going to be the way that the babies got taken to child care. It was going to suck the baby up in there and then take them to the child care room.
I love this place just for being a refuge and a place for hope for us.
I'll remember serving coffee every morning since the first day that we got into this building to the last day.